yeah, then I guess it would be time to pack the channel in,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
then we wouldn't have passion, right?
yeah,
We,
yeah.
we wouldn't have any passion. So that, yeah, I hope that answers you and
Yes.
the viewers out there. Chess, nonsense, and analysis.
Yes, Watu, here we are again. What are
Yep.
we looking at today?
Look, Calvin, today we are 6 months in since we started the channel.
6 months. Wow,
And
time flies.
yeah, it flies. A lot of fun. I've had so much fun now. It looks like it's more than 6 months, but actually very nice. So many memories, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey. It's been fun. I think it's been instructive as well. And one can
Yeah.
never stop learning. So I've certainly enjoyed every minute of it, Watu. So basically, we are going to do a just a casual chat today, talk about the channel, and just to do a bit of reflecting after 6 months.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that the viewers would also love to throw in some questions. So when you see this, please feel free to throw in your questions, add in your comments. Yeah,
Absolutely.
we're doing a bit of a state of the channel over here. So yes,
Yeah.
shall we jump into the channel? What do we are just gonna scroll
Yes.
around, surf around on the
Yes.
channel and see what is what.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I've got my dark background here on YouTube. Many of you probably just have the normal one. But yeah, this is our channel. And I'm going to be asking some questions. Watu
I'll
will be
start as
asking me
well.
as well. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, so chess nonsense and analysis. I guess where I should start is um, where does this name come from? And where did it start? Where was the spark?
Look, I think the name, we sort of both discussed the name, and I think it's more a question of what we wanted to cover, and um, look, I mean, one can only focus on chess analysis and just chess itself, but I think there's just a lot happening uh, outside the board, chess-wise in South Africa, that you cannot ignore it completely. And I think that, we've been involved in chess for a long time. So I think we both realize that, of course, having some views on some issues is also important. And so I think for me, yeah, I think that was because we've discussed a number of names, but we didn't want to box ourselves in, by the
Yeah, yeah.
name. So I think the name is more, the idea is that it's kind of touches on everything, because look, in chess, if you are a student of the game, you want to improve, analysis is important. Yeah. Some instructive stuff, some analysis. And but I think then the nonsense part is also, because you have to remember, in each and every chess tournament, there are so many stories that are
Of
always linked
course.
with them,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
chess players are big characters,
Yeah.
and there's always something happening, and I think that it's like, I mean, have you seen that when guys meet and someone was playing somewhere or went to some tournament, and then the guys will be, the first thing we will ask is not necessarily the games, we'll be asking just generally, like
Of
if you were
course.
at an Olympiad or whatever, what happened? Where's that guy? Oh, so and so played. How is he doing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did
And
he
and
recover?
then
Or this and that? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
exactly, right. Oh, this guy lost 3 games in a row.
yeah.
And what happened? Did you get to talk to him? So
Yeah.
I think that the chess part, chess is very interesting because I think that it's not just the chess, but it's also the background stories, and everyone can see. Like, imagine, Kevin, if you're looking at the best players in the world, it's more interesting if it has stories. Actually, for me, one of the most favorite world champions is Bobby Fischer because of the stories that are behind him,
Definitely.
right? And there are so many world championships matches that I love, but the ones that come to mind are the ones with the stories.
Yes.
Like the Koshner Cup of match, the yogurt match, then Koshner defects, and
Yeah.
that this and that, then the
Epic
Fischer, of course.
stories. Yeah.
Big stories, and so I think that that for me is, in a roundabout way, I think that's our motivation, so to speak, for the name. Now, if I may ask you something, what are your best moments? Anything come to mind?
Best moments, and what context? On the channel,
Well,
or what are you talking about?
yes, the channel in every way. I mean, I don't want to.
You don't wanna you bottle it, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, best moments off the bat. Some of them are on scene, some of them are off scene. Right, so a lot of times, just figuring out what the next episode will be, and selecting, and sometimes we need to. Sometimes I need to hold Watu back, guys, to put it out there. I need to. So I mean, he's like, some call him the Lion of Africa, but yeah, it's a jungle out here on YouTube, basically. But all jokes aside, I mean, there's lots of highlights. I think we hit the channel quite nicely at the beginning with just a discussion on the SA close. For me, that's of course just a fun topic to talk about in general. I think SA close is always interesting. So I think our channel name, just everything hits those type of cashless adventures episodes. It has chess, has nonsense in there, and analysis. So I think that captures a lot. But also, just, I mean, Watu, when you I can say that Watu basically came with the idea towards me, right? I think, Watu, if I'm not mistaken, this is your first YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right. So to me, this is my second rodeo, and I've gained some experience from my own channel as well. And when Watu came with this idea, like, I could not even say no. It was exciting, and having Watu, you telling us so many interesting stories. I mean, I can tell you stories from the Western Cape, here and there, go play in the African Championship, but I mean, the stories that you bring to the table, it's priceless. Like the one, I mean, I love hearing like stories from Fischer. You telling from your trainers stories about Fischer, and actual real life stories of Fischer, and a night out with Ivan Chuk. And so, I mean, these stories you'll never hear anywhere. I mean, unless you know someone that has been in contact with these type of people. These are some of the big highlights. Not so much the chess to me, even though the chess, I mean, I think I can also say that I've learned and enjoyed a lot just analyzing with you. But the stories itself, I think, is probably the biggest highlights for me. So yeah, I'm sure there's still a long list of stuff that I can mention, but I'm sure we need to jump to some more questions as well. So viewers out there, if you're watching, throw in your comments. Tell us what your highlights have been thus far, maybe what you want to see a bit more. I think this episode, Watu, is just for us to have a honest discussion and just brainstorming, and have the viewers also jump in and tell us what you guys want, and what's your highlights and what you want to see more about. So
Exactly. And
yeah,
you know, on what you're saying, actually, I don't want to stop you, but
yeah, yeah,
I'm emphasizing more on what you're saying because if you think about it, we've looked at different topics and different takes, and but we've never stayed on one format because we're not doing this for us. I mean, we could enjoy something and just stay on one format,
yeah, yeah.
right? And just the two of us having a great ball. But I think we're trying to, so yeah, sorry to jump in there. You can
No, no,
go
no.
on
That
here.
that was it. What? So yeah, I'll actually jump on to the next question that I think is maybe something we can have a look at. What do I have
Mhm.
here? Okay, some a fun question. What is your favorite video on the channel?
Sure. You know what? I mean, I like the cashless adventures one.
Let's scroll down. So
And
this is my sorry what to cut in here. We are on the channel. I'm just gonna go to show the viewers under videos. We're scrolling down. This is the first one. So you say
yeah,
cashless adventures, right? So that's
I loved part one and part two
yeah,
of it because I think it goes then back to that that every story has got three sides,
yeah,
you know, because actually, it's what actually happens. But what actually happens is never really the most important part of the story because it's the perception. It's like it goes back to that thing. I mean, if a tree falls in some forest, some deep dark jungle, is it really, did it really fall, right? I mean, so so I think it's more about the perception that will, happens.
yeah,
Uh, of course, one can just talk about the facts that are there, okay, this happened, that happened, that happened. But well, we're not wired that way as human beings. We are always looking at the whys and why in the first place and what was the effect of that. That is what makes life, actually. That's what it's like sitting at a table and having lunch or dinner, whatever, with friends. No?
yeah,
It's never really if I said to you what happened, in your day, and you describe to me without any emotions, without any link, it will be very short, isn't it? You say,
yeah,
okay, I
yeah,
woke up, did this, there, did that, this, that, went there, nearly had an accident there. Okay, didn't have it great. Did that, done, But I think we're not necessarily like that.
yeah,
And especially as South Africans, I think we are very much a story-loving people, fun-loving people, and we are sort of, I believe, a nation that wants to go and make memories. No matter what it is that we're doing, we are more interested in making memories. How we highlight an event for us, it's not just like I went there and I went, around the world in 80 days type of thing. Some of the trips you may actually forget if there's nothing significant happening,
yeah, of
right? Which I think has happened to many, many of us.
course.
You go somewhere, but things just, okay, nothing happens. Nothing negative, but nothing actually great. And yeah, you forget about that trip actually. It's the ones that sometimes many things go wrong and it almost does not happen. And, so those are, so yeah, so, answering that. So for me, based on this, the cashless adventures I loved, and I loved the idea that we are telling one story, but we're telling it from two different uh, 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 points of view. And I think actually what was even more interesting for that one, I think somewhere, the viewers can actually go back, and I know it's quite long, but it's very interesting, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think anyway you cut it so that the viewers can actually see which part is which, isn't it? I think
Oh
you
yeah,
put you
yeah.
put
I think that chapter that you've got chapters going on here.
exactly. So we've got the chapter. So because I think we even described the one day. where things are happening, and we're describing one day, but from different moments, type of thing, and yeah, I enjoyed that a lot, because I think it was kind of relevant and so on. Yeah, but I think I just also like the interaction, but that is definitely my favorite one.
Uh-huh.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I will also
Yeah.
put Cashless Adventures Part 1 specifically. I mean, that one came out hard soon after they say closed, and I mean, I would love to see it get to 1,000 views, actually, guys. So if you haven't watched it, go and check it out. It's literally the second video of our channel 5 months ago.
Yeah.
If you watched it, you can watch it again, but we're on 700 odd views. Let's get it to a K. I must say, Watu, the first one, I don't know why, maybe it was the first or not, but I think the first one, African Destroys Soviet Chess, that one is an absolute classic. I mean, they came out on the same day. African Destroys Soviet Chess and Cashless Adventures. I think that combo, and these two videos have been running together with views. So yeah, I think those are classics. Yeah. So I think to the viewers out there, there's plenty to check out. You can click on videos. There's Cashless Adventures number 2. There's a lot of stuff happening over here, lots of variety. And of course, we've got our shorts as well. I think just talking about shorts or touching on it. Our channel did. We are new, relatively new to the YouTube scene, and we are learning stuff as we go along. And we also picked up shorts, by the way. Came a bit late, but go and check out our shorts as well if you haven't seen it. It started off a bit slow. But yeah, let's see. What are we discussing next? By the way, there's also playlists to the viewers out there.
Mhm.
You can check out the playlist. I think I need to update some of these playlists actually, but there's a bit of variety in there. So, okay.
Talking of which, I mean, could you maybe touch upon things that maybe we are sort of excited to be thinking about in future? What are we, and are there any new ideas?
Future
that we are
projects,
maybe-
future videos
Mhm.
coming up.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I'm excited. We are going to start injecting some actual gameplay, right? So I think this is exciting to everyone, I think.
Yeah.
When it comes to actual gameplay. So we're gonna try to do some themed games, maybe some themed tournaments, or we're gonna try to somehow play games and to make it instructive. All right. So first of all, we're gonna try to do some themed stuff, but also eventually if we get things right, we can also start playing live and include the subscribers. So do basically a subscribers challenge day. I think this should be quite exciting and popular for most chess fans, especially from South Africa. I think I would grab the opportunity to try to beat you online, right? So I think that's our key exciting news that we want to bring over. Actual gameplay that we're gonna get.
It reminds me of a description that you said some time ago when we're describing the channel, and I liked it. Like you were saying, it's something like a restaurant where you can come in and you can order like a fast meal, like you're not even sitting.
Yeah.
You're just gonna come and say to take, and I don't have time. Can you please fix me this quickly? And you take it. Or you've got time, you're gonna sit, wine and dine, or
Yes.
you're gonna come, drive through, or you're gonna, so that I think that's the experience we're trying to actually hit. It's basically just a home where someone can always find anything that they like, you know. So
I
I
love
think
that analogy. Yes, yes.
yeah, we're gonna broaden as much as we can, so that we, you feel that, so someone will say, I think once we start playing, for example, we'll look at when we do it, and someone will be waiting for that and saying, oh, I can't wait till that happens. Last time I didn't get a chance, or last time I almost beat Kelvin, and this or that, and I'm getting close and I cannot
Yeah,
wait, and I think next time I would like to take a point, or I got a draw or
yeah.
whatever, and then you have this, or some instructive stuff, as you rightfully said, because we did decide to do a lot of instructive videos. I mean, do you
Yeah.
remember?
I mean, I think we got a lot of nice instructive stuff, but to me, it's puzzling what to open. Maybe it's not puzzling.
Mhm.
Maybe it's the new generation. Um, and I could be guilty also part of the new generation. I would love to be classified in the new and old, but
Mhm.
instructive stuff. If we let's scroll through the channel. Actually, let's see what's instructive stuff. Now, I stand guilty. I said I must include. I must update our playlist. So under here, this playlist, we have instructive lessons. Ooh, we got 2 here. And okay, these
Okay.
2 already hit hard, I think, for me. These 2 are also 2 of my favorites. Both about 3 months ago. And the first one that hits my eye is Magnus Carlsen's Secrets Explained. All right,
Mm.
so this one, not too many views. I think this one deserves a lot more compared to some other. But the thing is, you talk about instructive, right? So you need to compare instructive with nonsense and chatting and all of these things, and what do the viewers actually want, right? So I think, to me, it's a bit of a surprise that not more viewers are interested in soaking up the instructive side, right? I'm sure that there's some viewers out there that love the instructive, because we are getting some views on that. But to me,
Sure.
it's a bit puzzling, because I don't know. There's always someone at a tournament. If you go play in a tournament, there's always someone that wants to absorb something. You get your club players that's always watching the top players. So, for instance, you get a guy. For instance, I had this one time now. Okay, this doesn't happen a lot with me. I'm sure it happens a lot more with you, or whatever. There's one time at the league game, finished my game, and this one player, I don't really know him, but he came and he wanted to take a picture of my game.
Mm.
Or you just wants my game, he'll borrow it and come back. So you get a lot of people that want to improve, and they can't necessarily afford chess lessons, right? Because nowadays even chess lessons are expensive, right? So
Mhm.
I think this is a golden opportunity for people to jump in. So maybe if you're watching this episode and you didn't realize there's maybe instructive stuff, we love doing instructive stuff, and this is when I'm actually glued to my seat, Watu, because I mean I'm loving the stuff that you also bring to the table. So that Magnus Carlsen's Chess Secrets, and then how to improve in chess. I think that one also quite a lovely one. So these are 2 off the bat that I went in the playlist, but I'm sure there's a lot. Oh, one of our latest ones also, Rook and Game Tips. Rook and Game
Mm.
Tips. I think this one is also quite nice.
You know what is interesting to me? I'm going back to your point.
Yeah,
I was also a bit surprised, but I also am sort of understanding today's generation. I'm surprised that not so many people are jumping on the instructive stuff. But there is I thought about it. When I was growing up, chess-wise, there wasn't a lot of there is a plus and a minus here. Okay, hear me out, please. So there was I remember I was discussing this with Grandmaster Fauzi, because something similar, because he's young,
yeah,
and I mean younger generation, and and we're talking, and I think it was at the Moja last year,
Okay.
over breakfast, we got talking, and he was so shocked that there was a moment in the chess world, where we're describing analysis after the game. I was describing analysis after the game, that actually, with my trainers, they used to say, after you've lost a game against a strong player, it's a very important learning moment, because the strong player relaxes, and you are a dangerous opponent. They manage to overpower you and so on. And in that moment, if you can, because you're upset because you lost, of course, but
That's the
you know
best
they
moment.
yeah, they said to me, but you have to swallow your pride, everything aside, and just ask the player, where did I go wrong? A very simple question. And at that moment, it's going to be like a tap of knowledge that opens, because the player, they will let their guard down, so to speak. And they will go and they will explain, yeah, but this setup, blah, 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 you should do this rather. This is not good. And, there is so much
Just,
that you
even if you
absorb.
just grab a golden nugget there and then you take it home and then you analyze what has been said, and then yeah, that's
Exactly.
it's perfect moment, yeah,
You,
to do that.
yeah, but you see the generation today, they feel that they can just press a button and they would immediately know what they should have played.
Mm.
Yeah, but yes, you will know what you should have played. But also, we must also remember that the computer is not absolute, by the way. The computer also has got 3, 4, or 5 moves, right?
Yeah,
And it rates them based on the horizon. If you actually sometimes take the first choice of the computer and stay with it and move the pieces and stay, and then sometimes it when you go back to it, even after the computer itself has analyzed the variations, it's no longer the first choice.
yeah,
It puts it on the fourth choice. Or another thing is that you look at the options that the computer is saying, and you make a move. Like for you say, but why not this move? Right? And the computer was not even considering it in the first 4 options. And the computer, you move around with the computer, then you go back again to the same position, and you find the move that you gave the computer goes to the first option. So what I'm trying to say is that there isn't really, it's not a solved mathematical equation where you can say, here you should play here, then we will stop playing chess if it's like that, right? The issue is that the computer does give you direction, but I think the player, when they explain, they give you experience.
experience
What
and
they've been,
understanding. Yeah,
yes,
how
what
did you
they
arrive to that answer? Mm.
exactly. They compress the time. What they learned in 2 years, they are giving you in 5 minutes if you are able to listen. But what happens is that many players, now that we mentioned, I played a league this year actually. I played league, and I played this one player, and a young player, up and coming strong player, but young. And I said a move. I said such a move. I said, yeah, this move. And the player did not even give me time to explain my side of the story. Not to say that I was right or wrong, but just to explain. They brushed me aside. They went like, no, but I want to do that. And okay, when you hear this thing, because I don't want to be arguing, but
Yeah,
I won. I mean, I don't have any. So I said, oh, okay, and okay, you don't want to discuss the game, okay, no problem. So yeah, I think though I'm going back now to the part of the instructive video that I'm surprised that some players, or rather the general public, doesn't spend time to look at those games, because it's not about a truth or whatever. It's just about some experience, some insight that you find a certain way of someone looking at that, right? And you are able to grasp it and take it very quickly. You save time,
yeah,
right?
for
You
sure.
you save time, and if you save time and learn, then it's the best way to improve, because at the end of the day, look, we all can improve. However, the brain doesn't get old, but the problem is time. Like right now, I feel like, I mean, if I look at this year, for example, Kelvin, and I say, did I improve this year, chess-wise, right? Very little. Just simply because, there are other things that are taking your time, and I don't have time to just sit there and improve on a certain aspect, So yeah, for me, that is one of the most, I'm going back to what you're saying, one of the most surprising things that some instructive videos didn't get any views, which for me, some views, but not as much as I would have expected.
As the other ones, yeah. So
That's interesting. Yeah.
yeah, no, that's quite true, Watu, and I can relate on a lot with what you were saying. Even for this one, by the way, yeah, this one just looks like a classic to me. How to improve your chess skills, World Championship technique. So these type of things, yeah, stand out to me. I think that's also what I can myself personally pride myself on with our channel. We always try to include instructiveness. So instructive videos. So yeah. But yeah, viewers, tell us what you think. Tell us if there's some specific area of instructive chess that you want to hear more about, openings or end games or whatever it is. Give us your comments on it. We'd love to hear from you. So yes. What else are we talking about here? Let's see. I got a question for you, Watu.
Sure.
Actually, so I mean, this one we basically spoke about, but I was going to say, what do you think the viewers want, right? And I guess it's a two-part question. What do you think the viewers want from what we've experienced thus far, and also what do we want from our viewers, if there's anything at all?
Right.
So, yeah.
Should I answer that? I think
Please go
for
ahead.
me, the viewers would like entertainment. And when I say entertainment, I mean, it seems to me like if we make something but punchy, like boom, it seems to get a lot of viewership. So it seems to me like which is understandable. I think the viewers want to get something relatively easily, quickly, in a way. That's what I think, at least.
This is how modern times are, right? So everybody wants that in everything.
I think that's how modern times are.
Yeah.
And what I would want from the viewers though is because at the end of the day you want to contribute, isn't it? I mean, I think we would feel great if we were contributing something, So I would like to see though some. Maybe our youngsters have also to realize that, look, I mean, they are doing well, but truth be told, we are not making the impact we would love to make internationally. You're right. And one of the reasons that I think technically we are outskilled, maneuvering, decision making, when to exchange, end games. I think if you look at especially, I'm talking now about juniors, world youth and so on. We've both had many students who played in these tournaments, and so I'm sure, I don't know what your experiences have been, but for me, the experience have been whenever the players, my students played these tournaments, they suffered on a technical level. It was never the opening. In the opening, they were fine.
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't know a line, of course you get punished. But generally, I would say 80% of the time, okay, they know the opening and they reach a position. Sometimes it was not even better. But it was always the technical side of things. How to play when you have slightly better position. How to play when you're slightly worse, right? How to play an end game. How to defend. How to do this and that. And I think we definitely, without even going out of our way, that is what we instructively try to give all the time, isn't it? And so yeah, I'd like to see more of at least the younger players, watching more of such material that we try to give to them. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
What would you like to see?
I mean, that's a very very important note there that you're hitting, Watu. So I fully agree with that. I mean, in general, you can even go further than the juniors, and then just even on a senior level, we often get outplayed on a technical level internationally. Yes. So it just transcends through from junior level all the way. So
may I take that question and pose it to you?
Yes, yes, of course. So sure. I would love to see, I mean, just maybe more comments, more thoughts, good or bad. I would love more interactions with the viewers. Tell us what you want. Tell us if we are on the right track. Tell us what we are missing. Just share your thoughts, because I know there's a lot more ideas and thoughts out there, because this is now from my personal experience from tournaments and so on, where often I would bump into people that I don't even know, and this is now my humble comment, where people would chat to me and ask about chess and this and that, and just in general, that chess players are curious, they want to absorb. So I'm sure that our community at the moment can engage and just bring out more and get us to produce what they want us to produce. Of course, from a target base, 6 months in, we are now on how many? 496 subscribers. So we have a personal target, viewers, to get to 1,000 subscribers within basically 1 year. So that's our goal. And I have a question that is linked to this goal, Watu, which you can answer in whichever way you want, more directly, more politically correct, X, Y, Z. But yeah, so to the viewers, I would love you to show us that support if you can. This goes actually a lot further than you think. All that we actually want is a like or subscribe. The subscribing is important to get our channel to broaden our channel, basically. And I wanted to mention something about our content as well. Yeah, you mentioned that this instructiveness and so on. So at the end of the day, the public, not the public, the modern society is all about quick fixes and clickbait, right, and all of these things. But from my side, I actually want to build a channel, Watu, where you don't necessarily need to be baited in by clickbait. Like you must come to the channel and just know that, okay, whatever I'm going to click on now, I'm going to actually get some good content. I'm going to get something instructive, or I'm going to get a nice, interesting story, or whatever it is. I'm not going to click on the thumbnail and be disappointed later on. Why did I click on this? Why did I waste my 5 minutes or 10 minutes? So yeah, that's what I want. I would love us to get to that 1,000. So you that are watching right now, smash that subscribe button. Of course, it doesn't cost anything, guys. Just subscribe and just tell your friends, tell your grandparents, tell whoever, and try let us get over there to make the channel worthwhile, I think. But yeah, the quality is important, like I said. Yeah, and then my question that was linked to this, all of this is, okay, this is maybe not a very concrete, it could be concretely thought about or not. You can give your thoughts on it, but how long do you intend to be active on the channel, or how long are we doing this? What is this? Do we have a timeline, or what should the viewers expect?
I think we're doing it as long as we are interested in chess. I mean, that's what I would like to see. As long as we find chess interesting, we will be doing the channel.
Yeah.
I mean, unless, one of us wakes up and says, you know what, I've picked up a new hobby and chess. I mean,
I was gonna
and if I
say
say Kukesh is gonna play Pinguin.
I was gonna say if I find not a cash full adventure, then I'll maybe make a detour. So, but yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Look, yeah. Look, you can make a detour and do. Of course, life is life. Sometimes you have to spend more time doing ABC. That is normal. But what I mean is, I think if one of us just loses, which I don't see happening, by the way, one of us loses interest in chess, in a sense that I'm not even talking about playing. Playing is something else because it involves time. But I mean, like, if I was to say to you, Calvin, tomorrow, as an example, Kukesh is playing Ding and this and that, and you went like, mm, you know, you shrug your shoulders. Yeah, then I guess it would be time to pack the channel in, because then we wouldn't have passion, right? We wouldn't have any passion. So that, yeah, I hope that answers you and
Yes.
the viewers out there. I think we'll be doing the channel for as long as we find chess interesting. I think we will be throwing some, because controversial, it differs from person to person, some controversial material as long as it matters to us. I think if it doesn't matter, if we don't care, I'm not gonna go out now and mention whatever sport or whatever, because I don't want to make someone feel attacked or whatever, right? But there are some sports I used to enjoy 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would wake up 4 o'clock in the morning to watch. And now I wouldn't even tell you who the people are. It's just gone for me. You understand? And if you told me tomorrow, as I say, I'm not going to mention the sport, but if you told me tomorrow there's this and that happening in that sport, I'm gonna and I'll say, what time is it? Maybe I can watch, doing something, watch on the side. And you told me, well, you have to wake up at 3 in the morning. I'll say, oh, no, forget about it. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right? So I mean, it's gone for me. The interest is gone completely. So I'm looking at it that way. That if one of us feels that way about chess, and also about some things happening in chess, the politics, whether good or bad. If you reach like, I don't really care, then I think it's then time to pack the channel in, because then there won't be any passion, is there?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think
it's
it's safe to say we share that passion, for the at the moment. So it's a breeze. It's a breeze on the channel because we share that. So thanks for that, Watu. Yeah, okay, we've had a bit of a quite a chat here. Maybe fun one, or maybe fun question for me. Favorite short, Watu? Let's jump over to shorts.
Shorts.
Do you even watch shorts, Watu? That's the first question for the people out there that don't know.
Yeah.
I am Kobese here. Do you watch the shorts?
Absolutely.
Which one?
I liked the tile game. I love the tile game.
Oh, okay, the tile one.
Yes.
Mikael Tile Magic over there.
Yes, I love the tile game. I think he played. It was an E4, D6, then C6.
Yes, we are viewing it now as you are talking. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's a classic tile game with the rook B1. My goodness, that's a classic.
Yes, and I love that game, and I love, so that for me was a very nice shot. But I mean, truth be told, I love the shots also. Many where because you do some magical stuff with the editing and the music, and there are moments I must admit, there when I see a shot, because I know how skilled you are in terms of the thumbnails and also the music.
Uh-huh.
I'll see a shot, and the first thing I'm actually doing is I just want to see what you did, because I know you're going to be doing something nice.
I don't know about
And
skilled, but I'm
no,
trying.
no,
I'm
no.
getting there.
I appreciate it a lot. I mean, the music and how your choice of music, and also how you break it down sometimes in specific moments.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I think that whoever has not picked up on that, please have a look and look. Okay, Calvin is modest. He's never going to say
We
is skilled
we
in
we
that, but
we've got maybe a month's worth of experience in it, Watu. So we improving. We are upskilling as we go along, right? So
no,
yeah,
definitely, but it's what I like. Let me put it that way. I
yeah.
like the Tal one, but I love also the choice of music, and in some way you put the music, it correlates with the whatever is being said. Sometimes it's I find it very, very
It
nice.
is. Yeah, there's
And
some. Sometimes it's nice doing that
yes,
art. So
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. That's for me. Uh, you know.
Um, I don't know which one is my favorite though. I kind of like some of the old ones. The old ones are a bit more pale or something from the outset. But go ahead and check out these videos, guys. Of course, we have Watu going crazy there on the chessboard there with a Smashes competition. But where am I now? I had something. Oh, there's one that doesn't get or didn't get as much of attention. Um, I mean, I already think it's just preference basically. But to me, maybe it's just because I like the song. But this Kukesh one, it's just
Yes,
the nights jumping around, and then the song. I
it's
like that
a
song. It's from Gorillaz. That's all. So maybe I'm just because I'm attracted to the song. I like it. But
no,
this is a cool.
and for me
Of
it
course,
was
Kukesh's best end game, right? Or one of his
yeah,
best.
yeah, yeah, and it's for me sort of a mystery actually why there wasn't such a viewership, because I mean it hits on both generations, because normally the young generation, they love, of course, the up and coming guy, because it's a takeover, right? I mean the guy is taking over. Let's put it this way. I mean bluntly, if Kukesh, which I think he will, but Ding is still formidable. So let's say if Kukesh wins the world championship, I think it's the start of a new era. Full stop. I think that Carlsen will be pushed slowly to the periphery, uh, and because these guys, it's not that they are going to be stronger than Carlsen, but I feel that it's just the intensity is different. And when I say intensity, I'm talking about the hunger. I mean, Carlson doesn't want to work like for 10 hours a day on chess. He's done that. I don't think the
Yeah,
motivation
yeah,
for him is not there.
yeah,
But for these other guys, it definitely is there. And I think that's what's going to push him to the periphery more and more. Because if you're imagining like someone like, let's say, Gukesh, then you've got uh,
Arjun,
uh,
Arjun,
Arjun, then you've got
Prague.
uh, Prague up to Satorov in there, right? Then you've got maybe Hans Niemann, or right. So you're going to have a group of these hungry players, and when I say hungry, I mean for a legacy. They
Yeah,
are hungry, right? They want their name there, and at the moment they are living for chess. And I think that Carlsen has passed that age. So I'm saying that I feel that if Gukesh wins the world championship, it's a new era. He just simply takes over, or at least maybe we should say him, but the generation
yeah.
just takes over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I fully
Yeah.
agree there. And just to touch on that world champs, I agree that Kukesh is, I mean, everybody's saying Kukesh is the favorite. I think it has to do a bit of, it's going to be important on the confidence of the two players. So obviously, the longer the game, the match continues, if it remains equal, then Ding will start to get stronger.
Of course.
And I think the youngster, even though he seems close to invincible, he did get a knock in this last European tournament, right?
Yeah.
European clubs, or is it cups, or I don't know what it is. But I think if the youngster gets a knock, and this is Kukesh, then things will get to be unstable. So I don't know in what way a knock, but if Ding somehow, let's say if Ding by accident wins game number 5 after 4 draws, then I don't
Yeah.
see it being such a clear thing anymore. Then
Well, it's the only chance for
yeah,
team to make it a match. But you see, the other thing, yeah, there we go again. We talk about the child, but I think this is interesting.
yeah,
I think for me, if you look at, because he's had it was a bad experience, but it was a learning experience. Remember when in the turn in the candidates, not candidates, the Olympiad in Chennai,
yeah,
where actually they were playing, it was the second team because the youngsters were in there too, and they were winning the tournament, and that's where he lost against Abdusattorov in that
yeah, yeah,
he was better, and then
yeah.
they lost the medal and everything it collapsed. And I think that for me, for something like this to happen at home with so much expectation and so much pressure, it was a huge knock, right? But I think if you look at it now, it was something that was preparing him for the future, right? So what I'm trying to say is that I think he's had that experience, the youngster, of a big
You
knock.
say that experience is it's gonna be close to the feeling of world championships.
I think so. Because no, well, why I'm saying that is simply because it must have felt that way. Look, it was a gold medal at home.
Yeah,
He lost. He single-handedly loses the gold medal. I mean, he derails the whole
yeah,
process. Remember, he had like what? I think he had like 6 out of 7 of 7,
yeah.
some
7 out of
insane
7,
number.
something like this. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he had a completely winning position against Abdusattorov. And then he went and no explanation. He just went. Yeah, it happens. Just
Yeah.
played very badly at one stage. But I think the feeling that he must have had after that, um, I think it prepares him. I'm not saying it's the same scale, but definitely close.
Definitely
That's what I'm
close,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah,
So Ding has got a bit more experience in world championships than him, so I still give that to Ding. And also, I think in Gukesh's latest interview there, when they were discussing Olympiad, they did ask him like, how does this rank in importance for it? And he just bluntly said, okay, it's absolutely amazing winning this Olympiad, but it's not. I mean, I'm thinking about the world title. I'm thinking about it's not on the same level for him, and he said it himself. But I do hear you, Watu. I think the kid has got some crazy experience and pressure past him. That I mean, these youngsters are fearless nowadays, so it might not be such of a huge thing for him, right? But
yeah,
yeah, either we've been dangling down this world championship match thing. Now it's around the corner, but
yeah.
yeah,
Can't wait.
of course it's going to be on the channel. So
Yeah,
we're looking forward to the world championships on CNA. We're looking forward to some live gameplay. We're gonna get some live instructive games as well. A lot to look forward to.
yeah.
So I think, is there anything else that we should touch on or mention? Or what else is there,
Mm,
Watu?
well, for me, it's. I think we've said the important things, and I think that it's important though for the viewers, our current, subscribers, to understand that this is actually their channel, and they wouldn't be making unnecessary demands. There was someone actually who asked for something, and we complied. I don't remember what it was. Do you remember? There was.
Was it maybe a B section of the Moya, or what? What are you
Yes,
talking about?
a number of things. Yeah, we were asked to look at the B section, and we did. We definitely went to look for it at that. And I don't. There's nothing comes to mind, but there was something else as well. So what I'm trying to say is that, I mean, I don't think that the viewers should feel that they would be unreasonable if they asked nicely
Yeah.
for us to touch on one topic or another, or to discuss one opening or another. Yeah, just I think for me, the feedback would be nice, and yeah.
And then for the viewers out there, if you want to contact us, of course, you can comment in the videos. You can contact us you can use the email right there. I mean, if you go onto our home channel, it's KK Chess YT. So at gmail.com. Go just if you're unsure, just go on it's right over there. If I just show the viewers under the name, it's right over there.
Right.
Email us. We've already received some games from the league already in the past from people that we've showed. So feel free to contact
League was
us.
nice though, right? By the way, League was very nice.
League was really nice, yeah, entertaining, drama, roller coaster stuff. So it was interesting. And yeah, I just want to say thanks to everyone that subscribed already. It's been absolutely amazing, the support that we've got, and I'm looking forward to continuing this journey with everyone. And let's hope there's still enough chess and nonsense and analysis to go around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Watu. So I think that's enough nonsense for us for today, right? Yes,
it is. I'd like to thank you, Kelvin, for your expertise. Without your expertise, everything would fall apart. And thank you very much. And yeah, may we, as long as the passion is still there, as long as we enjoy it, let's continue.
Absolute pleasure, Watu. Of course, we all will thank you all the time, right? You the local expert. So always a pleasure. And this is Chess Nonsense and Analysis. We will see you next time, guys. This is our 6 months in video. See you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.